It is 9:30 in the morning. It's 8:30 in the morning. We have to leave at 9:30 in the morning because we have to catch our flight to Bogota at 12. So I just finished packing my bag. I got my clothes ready. Then I already had picked out what I was gonna wear to fly back from when I flew home. So that's been ready. So we're gonna shower. Get dressed, eat something. And then we're gonna go buy bread because I want bread. Because the bread here, it's so good and I want bread. And when I get back, I'm literally not unpacking. I'm packing my entire bedroom and bathroom, like my stuff, and then I am moving. So I am in for quite a ride, that's for sure. So let's get ready. All right, we're at the airport. We're leaving. I look like a Lululemon mom. Love you. Oh, you. Oh my god, I'm crying so much. ¿Cómo no voy a llorar si ahí están mis papás? Muchas gracias. Sí, sí, solo me puedo despedir.
Love you guys.
Okay, we're going through security now. Let's get it. Oh god. Okay. People probably think I look a little bit like a crazy person because I'm literally bawling sitting here talking into a little mic. And really sad, but it will be okay. Okay, we have a really long travel full day ahead of us. We're traveling from Bogota to we're traveling from Cartagena to Bogota, which is like about an hour flight. And then we are flying from Bogota to Toronto. And then in Toronto, we have like a long ass fucking layover. And then from there, that flight alone is 6 hours. And then from Toronto to Victoria, it's about 4 or 5 hours. And we land tomorrow. I always end up crying like a lot when I leave. And I'm pretty sure like a lot of people. This one's fine. This one isn't crying. This one's like in a whole mood. He got LASIK so he's constantly wearing sunglasses. But I'm the little baby, the baby of the family. I get really sad every time I have to leave. I sound like a really pretty crier. Oh, God. But yeah, we're just waiting. Our flight is supposed to depart soon. So, see y'all when we're on the plane. Landed in Bogota, and now we're going through immigration, I'm assuming. It literally says Migos right now. We hauled ass because our flight is like real soon. Flight number. It has been a hot minute since I've seen you guys. Let me update you on what's been going on. It's currently 9 p.m. and where am I? I am still in Colombia. Where? The airport. God. So, let's get cozy. Basically, last time we spoke is when I landed in Bogota, and I'm still here. Still here. I landed at 2:15 and it's 9. Okay, so basically, we land, right? We landed. We're scurrying, you know, because our flight from Cartagena left late. And we had a connecting flight here in Bogota that was leaving at 2:15. Right? Right. We landed at 2:15. We're talking to people, we're like, hey girl, we have a connecting flight. And they're like, oh, okay, like, just, like, go, like, you're good, everything's fine. They eventually let us know, and then from what we see from the signs in airports that have, like, all the gate numbers and everything for, like, flights and, like, times that they're taking off at, says that we are going to be taking off at 3:15. So we were like, okay, say less. We're like, that's it. Let's gun it. Let's give her. We get to immigration. Immigration's fucking line. I kid you fucking not. That took us like 20 fucking minutes. And I was like, oh my God. And then we still have to go through security. So I'm like, goodness gracious. We get through immigration. We get to security. There is a row with an alphabet, like a letter in the alphabet. With an alphabet, a letter in the alphabet. So it goes from A to G. And it's like a separate line in each one. So we're like, we're a little screwed. We're a little screwed because there's so many fucking people. We're scurrying, we're rushing, we're telling people, we're like, hey, like, we're so sorry, like, we have a connecting flight, like, would you mind letting us, like, pass you? And, like, thankfully, like, not everyone, but, like, mostly everyone was really nice, and they're like, totally understandable, like, go for it. And, like, I would literally show them my boarding pass, and I was like, it literally says 2:15, girl, and it's almost 2:30, like past 2:30. Like, I was like, please, like, we're not lying. And me and my brother are like showing them like our boarding passes. We're like, we're gonna miss our flight. Like, can you please, like, if you wouldn't mind? And then like, bless. We go through. Mateo has a water bottle in his bag, which, like, how did it even get through security when we were coming here? Because you can't travel with water in a water bottle. Like, you can't. When you are at least like boarding from your first destination and you go through security, those are one of the things that like you can't have. So I was like, great. And this bitch was filled to the rim. She was filled to the top. The lady takes it out. She's like standing next to like a garbage bin, and she's just like pouring it. And I'm just standing there, and I'm like, oh my god. Oh my god. At this point, I could chug that water faster than the way that she's pouring it and the way that it's going. So I was like, this is a joke. This is a joke. We get the water. We sprint. We book it. We are like trying to figure out where a gate is. We find out where a gate is, which is on the opposite side of the airport, on the second floor at the very end. I am running. I'm in Birkenstocks and I'm wearing leggings. I did not care. At that point, I was gonna take off my Birkenstocks and start running barefoot. But like, airports are really gross and musty and dusty. So I was like, no thank you. So we make it to our gate, right? We go up to Miss Kitty Girl, and we're like, hey girl, that's our flight. And she's like, sorry, the gate's closed. And I'm like, what do you mean the gate's closed? It's not 3:15 yet. She's like, no, it boarded at 2:15. We leave the gates open for 10 to 15 minutes. Like for about 10 to 15 minutes. I was like, you're joking. She's like, no. And I was like, we were told that our flight was taking off at 3:15. And she's like, no. And I was like, oh my god. And I was literally about to burst into tears in front of this lady. I got so emotional so fast because I'm like, I have so much shit I have to do when I get back to Canada. So I'm just like, I cannot. So I was like, what can you do? Can you please help me? I was like, please, girl, tears streaming. I was putting on like an Oscar-worthy performance, giving Broadway, giving dramatic, giving tears, paid actors, just streaming down my face. Mateo's just standing there like, and there's two girls there, and they're both like, oh, please, like anything that you guys can do, please. And they're like, okay, we'll see what we can do. And I was like, blessed be. They go on the computers. She's like, we can switch to another flight. And I was like, beautiful. What's the gate? When does it leave? Oh, 3:15. I was like, oh, okay, like now? She's like, no, tomorrow at 3:15. I was like, ooh. What do you mean tomorrow at 3:15? Well, only one flight a day goes out to Toronto from Bogota. I was like, you're joking. This is a cruel game. She's like, no babes, that's all we got. Like, we're not gonna charge you or anything. Like, we'll do it. And I was like, okay, whatever. So we get that switched over, and then we're standing there. As we're about to leave, I'm like, hold up. And then I'm literally sitting in a little corner, and everyone keeps staring at me every time they walk by. So I was like, dude, quickly turn around, and I was like, I have a connecting flight. Like, we got a connecting flight from Toronto to Victoria. And they're like, is it? And I'm like, obviously not, because it doesn't fucking fly everywhere. And they're like, oh, then like there's not much that I could do for you. And I was like, you're joking. She's not joking. And I was like, girl, I do not have like a SIM card here. I was like, how am I supposed to contact the people? Like, how am I supposed to figure this out? And you only get Wi-Fi at this airport for 30 minutes for free, and then you have to go back online and then reapply to get the free Wi-Fi for 30 minutes. So I was like, oh my god. So I'm looking up the policies for like the specific airline that is taking us, from Toronto to Victoria. And we're reading, and guess what? Their policy is like 3 days before your flight is the max like of days that they allow for something, like for you to change something. I don't know if I'm explaining this very well. I'm running on 3 hours of sleep. So that's their policy. Girl, it's a whole ass day before the flight. So I was like, great, what am I gonna do? I was like, can I use the phone like so I can contact the airline and like talk to someone? She's like, no, sorry, this phone like doesn't work for those kind of calls. And I'm like, this is an airport. I'm like, what do you mean they don't work for these kind of calls? She's like, no, they don't work. It's not gonna work, sorry. And I was like, oh my god. So then my brother ended up like talking to like a supervisor. I was just trying to talk with some other people, trying to see what we could like fully work out. But because of like how everything went down, we missed like 2 of our flights. So we're like, what's gonna happen now? So we ended up going like online and checking to see what other like flights they have available for the airline. And turns out we get a flight tomorrow to Toronto. We land at like 10:30 o'clock at night, and then we're staying there for I think 2 nights, and then we fly out Thursday to Victoria. I am like starving. All I've had today was like my dad made calentao, which is like when you have leftovers from the night before, you like chop it up and mix it with rice and add eggs on top. Just to like give a very simple description of the dish. That's just like, it's not like a specific dish. I don't know, it's weird. It's a Spanish thing. So that, and then me and my brother, after we had the whole fiasco of everything, we sat down, charged our phones. I contemplated life. I cried a little because like I don't want to be here for 24 hours. So it was like, this is not happening. And then I'm like, I'm really hungry, and he was really hungry too. So then we grabbed all our shit and we went to go find food, and we bought burgers. But like in the whole spam of all of that happening, I was so like not all there, because I was so in shock. I was like, this is not happening right now. Like, this has never happened to me before. 2023, like literally leaving my vacation and this happened. So I'm like, great, I love that. It's amazing. Why would it go perfectly fine? Why would it all work out? Why would I leave on time, get here on time, get my connecting flights on time? Why would I find my gate that isn't in the middle of butt-fuck nowhere? Why? No. So I had to take a few hours to like, so wanted to update you guys on everything that's going on. I'm honestly like, at this point, I was freezing. I look like a crazy person. I'm wearing my brother's sweater, I'm wearing leggings, and then I have these like loose pants over them, and then one of my friends gave me slippers that I'm currently wearing because my feet get swollen when I fly. So I'm wearing that, and I have a fucking blister on the bottom of my left foot from walking around last night with my brothers because we went out clubbing. So I'm running on 3 hours of sleep. I love life. Live, laugh, love. I feel like I've honestly just reached the level of just like, I don't care. Well, I do care. I do. But like I've reached the level of like my brother would be like, okay, we can do A, B, C, or D. What do you think? And I'm like, at this point, you can choose. I was like, I am on board with if you pick D or G, maybe even A or C. Whoa, A or C. But I just like am not excited to get on a flight that isn't gonna give me food for 6 hours. But yes, that is the update I wanted to give you guys. I want to show you my slippers. It's my slippers. They're really comfortable. Look at them. They're so comfy. There's a lizard. I love that. It's a Lolita. It's beautiful. Yeah. I'm gonna try to get some sleep because I'm really tired. I do have melatonin, but I have to wake up at 2:44 to take my another round of my antibiotics, so I don't know if it's the best idea to take it and then try to wake up at 2:44. I don't know, but I think I am gonna just mingle as get comfortable and sleep. So I will catch you guys up on another update. I'm just being stared at by 2 children right now. I fucking hate children. I will just update you guys on anything else that goes on in the next 24 hours.